Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we have some major Ninjago Season 11 set leaks to talk about, and I apologize for not being able to get this video out earlier today. I was physically unable to, as I was away from home for pretty much the entire day, but I'm back now, and I'm eager to share my thoughts on the new Season 11 preliminary images. And yeah, so pretty much we got these Season 11 preliminary images of the sets, and I want to share my thoughts on them. If you want to check them out, there are 12 of them, I believe, and you can go down to the description below to get a link for the images. But yeah, anyways, I'm going to share my thoughts, and we'll start with the biggest set of the wave, which is going to be the Land Bounty, and I'm going to share my thoughts on this set. So it's been facing quite a bit of criticism for being a bit bulky, and I agree, it is a bit bulky, but to be honest, I kind of like the set. I feel like the wheels are done really nicely, they just really fit well in the set, and I think it kind of makes sense for it to be bulky. I mean, it seems to be inspired a lot by the Diesel Knot, which is essentially very similar to this, but in the sense that it's not actually the Ninja's base, or it's not a base either, but it is pretty cool, and I'm a huge fan of these kind of gigantic mobile base kind of vehicles. I like the different colors. I love the red colors, which is kind of a homage to the original colors of the Destiny's Bounty, and some more of the original colors that were used back from the olden days. The new sail looks really cool too. I think this is a new sail. I'm pretty sure. But it looks very, very cool, and I like the new designs and just the way it fits overall. It has, like the most bounties do, two different decks, a lower deck and a smaller upper deck, and I think that is pretty cool for the most part. And I think his minifigure selection, and yeah, it's pretty weird because the minifigures in these preliminary images are really weird. In the Land Bounty set, you have fire snakes with boss heads on them, and then you have some Zukin characters, so yeah, it's pretty weird and overall not reliable, but the sets seem to be pretty cool. Anyways, moving on to the next set, which is the Katana 4x4, and this set is essentially a kind of car-ish buggy thing for Kai, and once again, it looks very, very cool. I love the circular kind of round design of it and the big wheels as well. It just looks very cool, and I think it's a great design. It's definitely new for Ninjago, and it looks very cool. Again, it's a little bit bulky, but I really love the circular design and how it's kind of like a little buggy of sorts. Now, moving on to the next set, we have Cole's off-road bike, which looks amazing, and I think it's essentially a version of the warrior bikes, the Stone Army warrior bikes from Season 2, but this is definitely better. I'm a little bit worried about the treads because they use those same treads on the Diesel Knot, and as you know, the Diesel Knot, if you push it, those treads won't really turn, at least when I do it. So maybe not the best choice to use that, but I think the design itself is very, very cool. I love the golden grill at the top, as well as the flag in the back, and the rock details, the rock designs are very, very cool. Moving on to the Shuricopter, this is a very small set, but I think the designs on this set are really cool as well. It highly resembles the Dragon Hunter helicopter from the Firstborn set, and it's very, very similar to that in the sense that they pretty much took the same design and just kind of recolored it. But that being said, it looks very cool, and I love the Shuricopter is such a fitting name. The shuriken elements are present with the helicopter blades. They even enhance that a bit with these little ice daggers up top, and the helicopter blades that are kind of to the left and right of the cockpit look really cool as well. They have 6 different blades jutting out, and it looks very, very cool, those spinning blades. Now we have the Castle of the Forsaken Emperor, and I kind of think that this is a bit of a letdown because the castle just isn't that good. It's not really a castle, kind of looks like an outpost more. However, this set comes with a dragon that looks really, really cool. The dragon just looks amazing, and I'm really excited to learn more about what this dragon might be, if it's used by the Ice Samurai, and if so, it's been a long time since we've seen an evil dragon used in the show. I mean, we've seen it with Moro's dragon, the Nindroid mech dragon, but this is really cool looking, and I can't wait. I don't think the castle structures are necessarily bad, but it kind of feels like an incomplete thought almost. It just doesn't really feel like a cohesive castle, doesn't really feel connected, but I don't think it's a bad set by any means, and I think it's still designed nicely. Now, moving on to the Fire Fang. The Fire Fang is a really cool set, and it's essentially supposed to be the new biggest snake in Ninjago. And yeah, taking over even the Great Devourer, and its set form looks pretty cool. I love the black designs and the black and orange. It's very similar to the Pyrosnake designs, and it has a cool looking throne up top too. I'm not really fond of the black pieces on the ends of the throne. I feel like those black pieces are just kind of a bit out of place and a bit too far from the rest of the throne. Also, the throne looks a bit like a seat, so that's interesting. We'll see if someone is supposed to sit up there. But yeah, moving on from that, we have the Titan mech, which is right now my favorite set of the wave. And this set looks just amazing. It's just done so well, and it's a very complex mech. It has these great little spikes that come out, 3 spikes on either shoulder, and they've just done a great job designing it. They blended white, gold, and green, which are 3 of Lloyd's main colors, and they just blended it really nicely. And this is a great set, and I honestly can't wait to get this one. Now moving on to the Spinjitzu Slam, we got images for Lloyd, Zane, Jay, and Kai versus Samurai, those Spinjitzu Slams. And I believe in the sets we're getting Cole's and Nia's. Definitely Nia's, not sure about Cole. But anyway, moving on to, I'm just going to provide some generic thoughts of the Spinjitzu Slam. Well, pretty much these are the same molds that they used for the 2019 Legacy Spinjitzu, which I certainly don't have a problem with. I really love the way that they did those molds. But they're doing this a bit differently with a launcher. So they're implementing a launcher for this, which is great. I mean, I don't think it's a bad idea at all. They're kind of combining the 2019 Legacy spinners with some of the older stuff with a ripcord. But it's different. I mean, I think it's a bit different. It's not a ripcord at all. It's some kind of launcher thing. And that's really cool. I'm very interested to see how this changes. And yeah, this is pretty much a confirmation that those suits I talked about in yesterday's video are indeed going to be part of the Spinjitzu Slam. But yeah, I'm looking forward to learn more about the Spinjitzu Slam. And, you know, the Forbidden Spinjitzu, the Spinjitzu Slam looks pretty cool. However, I mean, I'm not really sure if they're using the exact same, well, very similar colors. Some of the colors for the Spinjitzu molds are a bit different, but, you know, I'm not really sure how we really distinguish between the Forbidden Spinjitzu and the normal Spinjitzu from the Legacy set, because in some of the other normal sets, we had these spinners that looked just like the 2019 Legacy spinners, but then again, these are preliminary images, and they're so screwed up to the point where we have boss heads on Pyro Snakes and Azukin Coal, so yeah. These are definitely not reliable in the minifigure form, but the sets all in all look great. I mean, I think this is going to be an amazing wave, and I definitely have high hopes for this. You know, Ninjago's just really been knocking it out of the park with the sets lately, from the amazing Legacy wave, a pretty good Hunted wave, and an okay Sons of Garmadon wave. I think the movie has definitely had a positive impact on the sets, and I can't wait to see what comes in the future. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, share with anyone every video, and let me know what you guys think of the Season 11 sets down in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.